Let's Talk Kentucky. I'm your host and moderator, Sherelle Roberts. We're here with the Let's Talk team. It's Susan Mills, Kim Dixon, and Lisa. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Woo! Boy, oh boy. Cold.
Yes, and rainy and yuck.
All of the above.
Yeah.
Did you hear the wind last night?
Yes.
No. Oh, but I took NyQuil, so I didn't hear anything until that alarm went off this morning.
It's an early wake-up call, too.
Oh, buddy. Oh my gosh, you're gonna make me cry thinking about it. All right, so first up, some big news for Tim Couch, the All-American record-setting quarterback who led the University of Kentucky to some of its greatest moments in school history, is being inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame.
All right.
Congratulations! So the National Football Foundation and College Hall of Fame made the announcement Monday afternoon on ESPN. So he is going to be inducted in December 10th in Las Vegas. Now, wait a minute. In Las Vegas, I think that we should take a special trip.
I think we should, too.
Here.
To go cover a special show.
Oh, and that's Cameron's birthday.
Is it?
So let's come. Yeah, we'll just
Okay.
take
We're
a big
going to
old
celebrate
road
his
trip.
birthday, yeah.
Who do we talk to make that
Celebrate
happen?
Tim? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ring, ring.
I think it's a great idea.
go.
Let's make
Yeah.
that happen. Okay, also happening today, Community Action Network is going to be accepting applications for its Energy Assistance Program. Okay, so what does this mean? If you're having a hard time paying your heating bill for fuel oil, anything like that, and you are at 150% of the federal poverty level, you can apply for help. So applications start today through March 31st, but listen up, it's on a first come, first served basis, everybody. So if you need it, you can head over to the Community Actions Facebook page and you can sign up. Great program.
Yeah.
So great. This is very important because heat is expensive, especially this time of year when it gets so cold. Everyone deserves to have a warm home, and y'all get on this as soon as you can if you need this because, again, first come, first served basis, this isn't going to last long.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Our gas bill tripled this last time.
Yeah, and let me tell you, electric heat. There was one year I was a single mom, and trying to heat a home. When we had like below zero temperatures and
Yes.
it was on emergency heat the whole time, and then
yes.
getting like a $400 like heating bill.
Wow. Yeah.
I've never understood why they call it emergency heat. It's like, no, this is not an emergency. We just need it.
We just need to be
All the time.
warm.
Yeah, it's like when you kick over to it, I think the emergency is that your wallet is going to be an emergency. That's probably
That's a
why
good
they call it an
Absolutely.
emergency.
I mean,
Right.
this is so important because so many people live in homes that aren't well insulated.
Yes. It's
Yeah,
true.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So please note that if you need help, it can be deadly, right? So that's why they have those buttons. They don't want anybody freezing to death or having serious cold-related illness because of this. So everybody make note of that. Okay, now, if you need a job and you want to make some good money and you can deal with children, we got
the
some
kicker.
news for you. Right, that's the kicker. So the Fayette County Public School District is looking to hire more bus drivers and bus monitors. So listen to this. The pay is up to $30 for bus drivers an hour.
That's incredible.
Yes.
That's awesome. That really is.
And $16 to $22 an hour for bus monitors.
Wow.
Yeah, so they're going to have an open house this Thursday at the Fayette County School District office from 4:30 until 6:30 p.m. So listen,
That's some good money.
it's good money.
Question for you, is this a full-time job?
So that's the good thing about being a bus driver or a bus monitor is that it's broken up during the day, right?
Yeah.
So you go in the morning, you pick the kiddos up, then you have that break during lunch, and then you get them at the end of the day. So it provides flexibility. So a lot of people who are retirees or people who are looking for second jobs sometimes pick this up.
Yeah.
But depending on how you view the idea of full-time job, and that's not 40 hours a week, but
Yeah.
you see what
Meaning
I'm
benefits.
saying?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's a pretty good gig.
Yeah, it
That
is.
is.
It is.
Again,
And
if
Check those boxes.
you can deal with the children.
if you like children.
Right.
Let me tell you what, some of my favorite people growing up were my bus drivers.
Yeah.
I remember George Foreman, or no, it was not Former. Anyway, he was like a grandpa, and he retired. And every single morning, I look forward to getting on the bus to see him. He was
Yeah.
great.
No, you're right. We had a bus driver. She would always have like little jokes and songs for us.
Yeah.
And so it was interesting. That's how she kept our behavior in check. She's like, all right, song time, everybody. We had little songs, little jingles, cheers, and stuff like that. And before we knew it, we were at school. We didn't have time to act up.
I was
like that.
afraid of my bus driver. She was hardcore. She believed in the firm, strong hand of authoritarianship because she was like, she didn't mess with us at all.
Maybe you had the kid, like just crazy kids on your bus.
We did. Yeah, it was the 70s.
Maybe
so yeah.
she was one of the crazy kids
Yeah,
on the bus.
exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Lisa gets on. I don't need to take a bus. I've taken my big wheel all the way downtown when I was 3. Don't mess with me.
True story. True story.
So funny. All right. So everybody stay with us. Coming up after the break, let's talk about it. Should women take advice from men? One woman says, absolutely not. Let's talk about it.
Let's Talk Kentucky is brought to you by Critchfield Meats.
Hi, I'm Andrew Coleman, attorney with Hughes & Coleman. I may be new to your TV screen, but I'm no stranger to our community. Kentucky is my home. I was born here, I'm raising my family here, and I'm proud to be part of a law firm that's been fighting here for over 35 years, Hughes & Coleman. My father, Lee Coleman, and our team of other Kentucky lawyers are more committed than ever to helping you. If you've been injured, get the local experience of a Kentucky original. Get Hughes & Coleman and get it done. Call 800-800-4600.
Are you new to Medicare? Have you recently moved or lost your coverage? You have a choice, which is why Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here to help you get all the benefits you qualify for. Call Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield at 1-800-878-5180 today for a Medicare Advantage Plan checkup and make sure you have everything you qualify for in 2024. You can receive more benefits for a $0 monthly premium. Benefits like dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drugs. And to help you stay healthy at home, you can have free prescription drug delivery, online doctor visits 24/7, and free exercise classes. And if you qualify for Medicare and Medicaid, you can even receive money towards over-the-counter health items. Call 1-800-878-5180 today and feel confident you have all the benefits you deserve for 2024. You can receive benefits for a $0 monthly premium like dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drugs. So call Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield today at 1-800-878-5180 and make sure you're not missing out.
Watch me. Watch me calm, comfort, and heal. A pledge to patient before self with a genuine feel. Once shy and unsure with a special arm. Medical leaders stepped in and became my charm. A storied journey, now I'm called to care. Delivering compassion only a true medical professional can share. Watch me. World-class advances in pediatric limb care at Shriners Children's. The most amazing care anywhere.
All right, welcome back to Let's Talk Kentucky. It's time for the countdown conversation. This is the part of the show where we discuss as many topics as we can in 6 minutes. This one's a doozy. I'm ready. Let's do it. Okay, first of all, mansplain. So there's a woman who has gone viral on TikTok because she says, as a woman, as a mother of young children, and as a quasi-housewife, she does not believe that she should be taking advice from men because there is nothing they can tell her. So that got me to thinking, should women take advice from men? She's saying no. What do you think? So let me go first.
That's gonna be a doozy.
I have had some of my best mentors have been men. Shout out to one of my favorites, former police chief Ronnie Baston. Some of the men who have guided me in my career have been absolutely amazing. However, let me say that the men that I have taken advice from and that I've received guidance from had exceptional amounts of emotional intelligence. And we know that women are usually more likely than men to have higher levels of emotional intelligence. So for me, the question is I want to take advice from people who have high emotional intelligence, probably going to be women. But shout out to all the men out there with high EI. Kim, where are you on this?
I'm with you, Sherelle, on the I will take a little advice from some men, but those are men that I've known for a long time, that I know who they're. But in general, I have been mansplained so many times in my life. At the gas station, filling up my tires, men telling me how to fill up my tires while I am filling up the tires. It's just, for me, men and women have very different experiences. We're very different types of people. We have different things growing up. We have different prejudices against us and different advantages. And a man's life is not mine, so I am going to take advice from people who are more like me.
Okay, well, for me, I don't think it's a matter of male, female advice. It's just good, sound advice. That's what I look for, and that's what I think I hear from people. And, I've had a lot of men in my life that have given me great advice, including my husband. So, I mean, he gave me direction in my career. He's done, and so I wouldn't want to say no to listening to someone just because they're a male. I think that's kind of ridiculous. You have to really focus on what you're asking about and what advice they're giving, whether it's sound, intelligent advice. Now, I've also been given advice from not so intelligent men. So, you have to just, and women for that matter. So it's just, you just got to screen it.
Don't blindly follow. Think about the advice you're given.
I don't think I'm with you. It's not gender-based. I have a small circle of people that are emotionally intelligent, that I respect, and those are my sounding board people.
Yeah.
If I have a really think that I need some good sound advice on, I go to them. Otherwise, it's just, I don't know, take everything with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Up next, teen booze. So should you give your kids alcohol, and should you let your kids drink alcohol at home or in your presence? So this all stemmed from a big article and a little controversy around that. And I understand religious exemptions. So if having alcohol is a part of like your religious tradition, I definitely get that. I'm concerned about giving alcohol to people who are under 25 because their prefrontal cortexes are not fully developed, and that's where their management functions and decision making happen. Also, I remember in college running into people like right out of the gate who were binge drinking all the time because their parents had never spoken to them responsibly about drinking. So I don't know. I'm torn on this one. Kim, what do you think?
This is a really hard one, and for some of the same reasons. I had wine for the first time when I was 12, and that was for my confirmation. I was actually a little old for my confirmation. But I think the responsibility, good conversation, making sure that your kids can handle alcohol. I don't mean a party in the basement. I mean with mom and dad, or with mom or with dad. Just to know the physical effects. I have alcohol flush syndrome, and that's how we kind of figured it out a little bit when I was little, that I was not going to be good for drinking.
Yeah.
That's not a bad thing.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing.
No, I didn't grow up with alcohol in my home, and so there was a curiosity about it. So I feel like you need to educate and have those conversations with your kiddos on it. And then it's a different situation too if you have alcoholism in your family. I think that needs to be discussed, needs to be talked about, and that way, I don't know, you don't have this covering of alcohol. Like, I wonder what if, everything's talked about.
Well, our kids, I have 2 teens right now, so my oldest, he's not really a drinker partier, he's not that type of kid, but he is curious about alcohol, and he's been asking about it for the past 2 years, I would say. So, until he was 18, we didn't really allow him any type of tasting or anything like that. But now that he's 19, we have allowed him to taste it, and I want him to see me tasting it with him and handle it, how to handle the alcohol properly, and talk to him about, the responsibility that comes with it and all of that. So, I'd rather be the one teaching him that than his, a kid that's in the room next door, in the dorm room or whatever in college. So I would rather be the one that's teaching him and explaining this to him. I did not have a parent that did that, and I struggled with, some having too much alcohol in college sometimes. And I think that, if you, as a parent, take that responsibility seriously, your kids will take it more seriously too.
That's one of the things Kim talked about. She said 18. You had a good reason for that, Kim.
In Europe, I believe in a lot of European countries, they go with the age of 18. There were reasons for that. I'm sure they've done studies just like we've done here. And that's why I wouldn't go any lower than 18. Plus, 18 is a legal adult.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, well, we have one more topic. We are not going to get to it, so we will save it for tomorrow. It's a good one, so everybody stay with us. Coming up after the break, we're going to talk about getting organized in the new year.
Let's Talk Kentucky is brought to you by Critchfield Meats.
Next ET, our Jay-Z exclusive, behind the scenes of his new passion project, plus Jay's hot take on Usher's Super Bowl halftime show.
And I think he'll take his rightful place.
Next ET.
Calling all engaged couples. Renee's Bridal Gala is coming to Lexington on January 14th at the Griffin Gate Marriott from 12 to 4 p.m. Plan your whole day under one roof and enjoy a live bridal fashion show. Get your free tickets today at reneesbridalgala.com.
Electricity. It powers our everyday lives. Here in Kentucky, we actually pay some of the lowest electric rates in the nation. That's definitely important. But I also have the power of the cooperative difference on my side. And so do you, as a member of one of our Kentucky's Touchstone Energy cooperatives. They're not-for-profit and local. We even own the co-op, right, kiddo? Learn more about what it means to be a member at togetherwesaveby.com.
Brakes for less. If you have the squeal, we have the deal. All 4 wheels for $199. Why do customers choose us? Our fast in and out service, our upfront approach. We only fix what your vehicle needs. Our premium parts. You won't find better value for your money. It's simple. All we do are brakes. Don't forget, get us your keys by 4:30 and your brakes are done today. Brakes for less. Make an appointment online. Give us a call or just walk in.
Calling all engaged couples. Renee's Bridal Gala is coming to Lexington on January 14th at the Griffin Gate Marriott from 12 to 4 p.m. Plan your whole day under one roof and enjoy a live bridal fashion show. Get your free tickets today at reneesbridalgala.com.
Tonight, Only Murders in the Building continues on ABC for an exclusive winter event.
Whoa! Raise your hand if you just got chills.
Only Murders in the Building, tonight on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Talk Kentucky. I'm your host and moderator, Sherelle Roberts, and we're here with the Let's Talk team. It's Susan Mills, Kim Dixon, Lisa High, and joining us at the table is Christy Sharp. She's the owner of Lady Cat Packing and Organizing. We've been doing this all day.
Welcome to the table,
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
So, beginning of the year, we all have resolutions: lose weight, clean the house, do all these things. And so we wanted to talk to people about getting organized. Ooh, but boy, when you're like, I want to get organized, and then when you go look at it, you're like, oh God, where do I start? So, you know, if folks are looking at that huge mess in their house or their closet or their what do you call that thing where you put the car?
The garage.
Thank you. Where do they start? Where do you start when you've got a big mess?
Usually I ask them what the worst area is for them, like what they, look at every day that they just dread. So I like to start there so they see instant results.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good idea. I like that, actually, because it overwhelms you when you see such a mess like that.
It does.
Is there a time of year that should be the time of year that you say, okay, it's time to get organized? Like my mom did spring cleaning every year, spring cleaning. So is there a time of year or a particular
That's when
time?
it seems to peak, like it's spring and it's New Year. It's twice a year where people are like out with the old, in with the new, time to kind of change up the decor and your own clothing, like whether you're wearing heavy clothes or the warmer weathers. So it's time to switch it out, see what fits, see what's old, see what's new. So.
But throwing away things can be like really hard.
Yeah.
I know, because you were like, oh, I may need that someday. Or, oh, remember that time? I can't throw this away. It means so much. Like, how do you decide what to do with it?
There's the old trick of after a year, if you haven't worn it. But it's hard when you live in...
I got some work to do.
Yeah, I do too.
It is hard when you live in 4 seasons, because you're like, but I might need that for next winter. I think it's if you haven't worn it that season again, like the next season.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like the next, if you've got, yes, exactly.
Okay. Because sometimes winter is really mild sometimes, and then sometimes we have heavy winters, so I don't want to throw away big, heavy coats.
It is more complicated, because you're like, hey, it's rain, it's snow, it's wind, it's humidity, so there's a lot to kind of consider.
Unpack there,
So, I don't know if you guys, I try not to watch these shows, but they just start and you can't stop watching them, and then they come on back to back to back.
I know where you're going.
Hoarders.
Yes.
Okay. And so, you know, a lot of times you'll see these folks who have houses just full of everything. And they're like, I can't throw away that. I'm emotionally attached. I can't throw that away. I'm emotionally attached. And so even though we may not be that extreme, how do you make decisions about things that you might be a little emotionally attached to?
Yeah, so the sentimental things we do last. We always say, let's do that last. Like someone has just passed maybe and they want to go through, well, let's go through another area or a smaller area. Yeah. But there are extreme cases where they need more help than we can offer.
Yeah.
But we do hoarding. So we do go in and help with hoarders. Yeah.
Do you really?
There's boundaries, you know, like it has to be clean enough, sanitary enough.
Right.
But we do like to help them.
What's been the worst situation you've ever seen?
So she is with Lady Cat.
Might want to cut the camera.
So she is with Lady Cat packing and organizing. So you help people get organized.
Yeah,
so Lisa, say
absolutely.
what's the worst you've seen?
We've had to turn down jobs that were unclean.
Sure.
Really?
Yeah,
Like
unsanitary.
very. Yeah, but we'll go to a certain level. I mean, you'd be surprised, but I kind of leave some of that up to my employees. Like I don't want to make it ever unhealthy for them to help someone.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
yeah.
Tell us a little bit
We'll
about
talk
how
off camera.
So we only have 1 minute left, unfortunately. So we'd love to talk to you more about that.
Tell us a little bit about how your business helps people get organized.
Well, we come in when we'll declutter with them. That's the first step, declutter, and then that's where you take away trash, donate items.
You customize that plan for the individual.
Yeah, exactly. And then
we
so
got
we're
some
left
photos
with
on the screen of that.
Yep,
right
there's
now
some
too.
before and after.
Nice. That's awesome.
So that's a before.
I want that closet.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Well, my goodness. So I like
I want
how
that
can
one even
people
more.
like reach out? Because I've got
Gorgeous.
some work to do in my closet. I know. How do people reach out if they're interested in finding out more information?
Sure. Well, you can call Lady Cat Packing and Organizing at 859-948-3397. Or visit our website, and I think we're going to have that listed on there.
Yep, it's up there right now.
Yeah, it's kind of a mouthful. It's long, but just type in a few letters
just
and
remember,
you'll find us.
Yeah. Well, Chrissy, thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate it. Thank you for giving us some tips, especially about how to get rid of those sentimental things. We really appreciate
No
that.
problem. Anytime.
All right, everybody, stay with us. Coming up after the break, look to the skies, and we'll highlight our woman we're talking about.
All right.
Let's Talk Kentucky is brought to you by Critchfield Meats.
Want a flatter, tighter tummy? Then check out new Ab EX from Sono Bello.
Doctor, after my pregnancies, my body just never bounced back. I had this stomach overhang that made me really self-conscious.
It's not your fault. That stubborn fat and excess skin is very difficult to get rid of with diet and exercise alone.
That's exactly why I went to Sono Bello. I really trust their team of experts, and I finally got the flat stomach I had always wanted.
Introducing Ab EX from Sono Bello. Remove fat and lose excess skin permanently in just one visit.
Ab EX is a great alternative to a tummy tuck because that overhang you mentioned becomes flat and tight fast with minimal downtime.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation now to learn more about Ab EX by Sono Bello. Call 1-888-507-8988 or go to sonobello.com.
Have you ever considered getting a walk-in tub? Well, look no further. Proudly made in Tennessee, a Safe Step walk-in tub is the best in its class. The ultra-low, easy step helps keep you safe from having to climb over those high-walled tubs, allowing you to age gracefully in the home you love. And now, back by popular demand. For a limited time, when you purchase your brand new Safe Step walk-in tub, you'll receive a free shower package. Yes, a free shower package. And if you call today, you'll also receive $1,600 off. Now you can enjoy the best of both worlds, the therapeutic benefits of a warm, soothing bath that can help increase mobility, relieve pain, boost energy, and even improve sleep. Or, if you prefer, you can take a refreshing shower, all in one product.
Call now, 1-800-443-7474.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Kentucky. It's time for What in the World is Trending. This one is about the solar system, so we're kind of going global. So the next solar eclipse that we're going to be able to see in the United States is coming up this spring, and then we won't see another one for 7 years. Yeah. Wow. So if you missed the last total solar eclipse in North America, it was in 2017. It doesn't seem like it was that long ago.
Yeah.
Or the annular solar eclipse that happened back in 2023. But this solar eclipse, y'all, this is it. So I don't know. Your son is very interested in this, right?
He is, and so am I too, actually. I enjoy seeing this. So yeah, I'll mark my calendar. We'll be ready. We'll be out there with our binoculars and our little telescope and, you know, the whole thing. So
do you do the road trip, like to go like where it's seen the best?
Yes,
or?
we will. If it just depends. But yeah, I mean, like some places in Lexington are actually better and more clear to see.
Yeah, it's going to be
and,
good this time.
Yeah, and those are secret spots that I will not
Secret
say anything about.
Yeah, 2017, that was Hopkinsville where it was the best viewing
Yes.
in Kentucky.
Oh.
And I was
The
a video
traffic
crew.
was
Yeah, they went down there, but it was so much fun, and I love the eclipse. It's such a cool thing. It's science. And
So,
it's
so this next one is going to be on April the 8th. And get this, y'all. If you miss it, the next total solar eclipse, so not partial, next total solar eclipse is going to be in 2044. How old are we going to be then?
I don't even want to think about it.
I don't want to know.
I'll be pushing up daisies.
Late 60s, going on 70. Oh my God.
You'll be alive, Lisa.
I'll be a hag in a deathbed.
There's the solar eclipse.
We'll definitely need stronger prescription glasses by then. All right. So we like to end every show by highlighting a woman we're talking about. Today's woman is Vanessa Chauhan. She is a human rights professional with a particular focus on gender-based violence and human trafficking. She currently serves as the program coordinator at the Kentucky Court of Justice there in Frankfort. Previously, she was a program specialist at a human trafficking hotline. She has also held positions with many organizations around the world, and she's worked with the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. So we are so blessed to have her here in Kentucky. Thanks, Vanessa, for all you do. You're a woman worth talking about.
Good job, Vanessa.
Thank you, Vanessa.
Yes, especially with this being Human Trafficking Awareness Month. Man. She does great work, and so do so many other people. So we want to hear about the woman we're talking about in your life.
Yes.
Go to our website, WTVQ.com, click on our page, and then click the link. You guys, it's a new year. There's somebody we need to honor, right?
There's a lot of amazing women out there. Your mom, your sister,
your wife,
your neighbor.
Anybody. All right?
Anybody.
So
Grandma.
nominate somebody. We'd love to hear about them. Thank you all. We had so much fun with you today. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.